Please welcome our maid of honor, Danielle Levas.
Hello, everybody. Woo, hello. Okay, so I am Danielle, Stephanie's older sister and her maid of honor. And I really wanted to do a speech that was very sentimental, and every time I started to write it, I just started crying. And I've already cried like 5 times today in the bridal suite and then at the church. And I was like, you know what? I really feel that people need to know the story of Steph and Tim a little bit more. So I decided instead to tell their story. But I think I might need a little help. So DJ, can you hit that beat for me one time? So here's a story all about how Stephanie and Tim took their vows. I'd like to take a minute, so sit right there. This is how my sister became an O'Hara. She grew up in San Diego, born and raised at Highland Ranch Elementary. She spent some of her days. She met a boy named Tim, who she thought was pretty cool, but they didn't meet again until they were in high school. They went to RB High, but they didn't hang out. They hung with different crowds, cause that's what it's about. But I'll tell a little secret, you won't know this. In high school, that's when they had their first kiss. Well, that was that. To college they moved on. Steph in Santa Barbara and Tim in Boston. So how are these two to ever reconnect and meet? Well, God had a plan, and it's pretty darn sweet. They moved back to San Diego, but the timing wasn't right when they ran into each other downtown one night. You see, Stephanie was single, but Tim was not. So they hung that night as friends, and they liked it a lot. But a year would go by before they'd meet again, and this time they'd become more than just friends. Tim asked her over for a baseball game, and from that night on, things would never be the same. I knew that Tim was special, he was different from the rest, cause all I heard from her is how Tim was the best. She even gave him a kiss as he held his hand out in public, which she never did with any other man. So they fell in love, it was meant to be. And that's when Tim got down on one knee. And now we're all here with family and friends to celebrate the love, to celebrate them. Tim, I'm so glad I get to call you brother, cause your love for my sister is like no other. She's the best little sister that I ever had, and I know that you will love her in good times and bad. So there's the story of Steph and Tim. Thank you all for loving and supporting them. So everybody grab a glass so we can share a and toasting to Mr. and Mrs. Tim O'Hara!
I've been doing this a long time, and that was pretty much the raddest toast I've ever heard. Oh. Todd, how you gonna follow that, man? Todd's gotta bring something real special here. No pressure, Todd. Everybody, our best man, Todd O'Hara.
So I think I should have gone first. Because that's not even fair.